Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope everybody's doing fine. I really do. Don't pay no attention to the guy down there with the cat down there getting all mad because he's not talking no more. I am, which is still me, but we're not doing no live pictures because seems like every time I do live pictures here lately, I get this terrible echo and all crazy crown sounds. So decided we'd do it this way. Seems to be working a little better this way anyway, but have any of y'all been really paying attention to what's been going on in this world? I'm being honest now. Are y'all really paying attention to what's going on in our world? I have never seen so much craziness in my entire life. I really ain't. I sit here and I watch all the stuff that's been coming across Facebook. Well, I can't watch Facebook, but Twitter. And all the lost and confused things that are going on. Like, for instance, one of the things, I'm actually looking at it right now. They got plastic bags of people, okay? But there's one of them in there, all covered up in plastic, except for his head and his hand. And he's actually smoking a cigarette. But those people are supposed to be dead, really? Okay. Well, whatever. Whatever. But yet we got all these things going on. And I have never seen, well, there ain't none of us ever seen. I'm going to be quite honest. Nobody has ever seen anything this far gone situation. I'm talking about the person that was elected. Now, something's up with that. Really is. And Mark Dice has got this t-shirt for sale, says arrest Fauci. Well, I'm sorry, but Fauci is not the only one that needs arresting. Billy Gates and his wife and many, many others need to be arrested. But those two definitely need to be arrested. And they need to be arrested before they get a divorce so they can't divide up their assets unless they're both arrested at the same time. So they can't change no assets. But what is it? I mean, I watch everything that comes across the pipe. Mark Dice come across and holy shit. He come out with a video and he's talking about things that are going on. Talking about Project Veritas. Talking about this guy coming across as hey, you just can't make this shit up. This person's in the United States and he don't want to be in the United States. He wants to be somewhere else. I think what we ought to do is someone ought to get him and ship him to Iraq, Iranian, somewhere overseas where it's really bad, and see if he really wants to live like that. And I'm being honest, okay? Uh, it's just beyond me of what's going on, how this is happening, and why they are allowing this to happen. Now, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I love all of you. I like all of you. I'm only doing this because of who I am. But I've noticed the last couple, 2 or 3 weeks that things are really heating up, and really heating up to the point to where views and I don't care whether I get a view. Listen to me, guys. I don't care if I get views. You know why I don't care if I get views? Because I ain't got ads on anyway. Not on YouTube. And that's a proven fact. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about that. That's a fact. We're going to go in here and I'm going to look and see if I can't find it. Let's try this. There we go, right there. I'm not going to bother about too much of this, but let's see. Am I going to have to blow it up more? Yes, hell yes. Ah. Okay. All right. Now, just to show you, these two right here, it's got 450. Okay. The next one's got 382. Now, for some reason, they let this one go by. It's got 2,915. And I thought they were going to let this one go too. 341. And they did not. All three of the ones that are real low, they go up 50 or 60 views and they go down 50 or 60 views. Now, do I really care what they're doing? No, I don't care. I don't care. Because the reason why is if you pay real close attention to it, right here where the money market is, right here where all the money is, you see all of them are turned off. If they were on, see, they would be green. Like if I went over here and I went and turned this on and did it like that, then as you see, I'm doing this for demonstration only. You see how it turned green right there? Okay. Now, they've been off for several months. I did that for a reason. Because I was tired of them not letting me have ads on them anyway, so I just turned it off. Okay? I did that for a reason, and that's why. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of being censored. Aren't you? Now, I did it, and I'm working it, and it is what it is. Okay? Now, why is that not important? Well, it ain't important to me. I don't care. Do you? Do y'all really care? No, you don't care. Nobody cares about what's going on. Evidently, no one cares. Now, I've tried to have stuff on and stuff off. Y'all all know that my son's mother passed away from this creative bullshit that's going on. And now, when I say creative bullshit, now I don't mean that people aren't dying from this. Okay? Don't ever mistake what I'm fixing to tell you. But what I am telling you is this. What they are using and what they are doing to people to help protect, supposedly cure them or make them scarce to the virus, ain't working. And the people that are in hospitals that work for the hospitals, now this is directed directly at you. Why, you say? Well, if you're following a mandate that the CDC has come out and told you to follow, and you know of something that'll work better, before you allow those people to die, please try it. And if you've noticed that those people are getting better quicker, then why don't you drop their mandate and use your own mandate? That's just straight up. I mean, there's a lot of you doctors and stuff out there that's come out and said things about all this. Now, the ones of you that are still following the mandate and you don't know no better, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you don't know no better. You do know better. You know that there's something wrong with all of this. It's been long enough that you know better. Do you think that those people that are trying to only make so many people in the world ain't trying to get rid of you too? Do you really think that you're special? You're not special. Not even a little bit. All you police officers and military people that talking all your craziness, like that one girl that was talking about the guns will be pointed at you. She was talking about that woman. Really? Do you not know your Constitution, young lady? You know, it says you follow the Constitution to the letter. You do not follow the president because the president tells you so. You follow the president only if the president is coherent and on the right side of your country, not being a communist situation, which we're in. So the next time you want to, come up with something else, make sure that you come up with the right thing. And don't threaten American people that you're in the military and your gun's going to be pointing at us. That's very immature, you, and very, I might add, retarded. Because, be quite honest with you, it doesn't matter how many guns we have and how many guns you have. The only problem is if you start something like that, you're going to have a big war on your hands. And that war is going to cost a lot of lives. Might even cost you your mother and your father and your brother and your sister's life because of your statement that you made. Wouldn't you feel bad about that? Maybe you don't have none, but maybe you do. So when you say stuff like that, make sure you know who you are talking to and why you're saying it. And make sure that you're correct before you say it. Because, see, you're simply not correct. What you said there is if the president makes an executive order, well, is that executive order valid to be an executive order? See, executive orders are not valid to start with. The only reason why they're valid is because people like you and all these other people keep mandating them. Like, for instance, the Constitution doesn't say nothing about mandates. Now Nope. Yes, sir. It's unconstitutional to make somebody wear a mask, uh, take a shot. It's unconstitutional. That's a fact. No mandate. I don't give a damn who says it. Mandates in this country like that is unconstitutional. They know that it's unconstitutional, but they're using brain dead situations to make you think that it's law-abiding citizens and that he just don't want to argue about it. No, he knows he's wrong. He knows he's wrong. And all them other people up there knows he's wrong. I'm tired of seeing people die that I know. I'm tired of seeing people I know get sick with this shit. When there's actually antibiotics and stuff that the president Trump was talking about that actually works. Even though the mainstream media was talking about all the bad things that he said. Like the instance about him putting Lysol in somebody's lungs. He didn't mean it like that. They took it out of context and made it sound like he said that, but he didn't. But there is, no doubt, a light that they have that goes down your throat, down your esophagus, down to your lungs, that they can put this light in, that is a light that cures or disinfects viruses. And it really works. Because the hospital have been using those lights for a long time to cure or to get rid of germs in the hospital. Other people have got them now. We're not going to mention the names and all that stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's a light. Okay? It's a light. Bright light. Kills germs. And, you know, I don't understand why everybody in this whole damn world is trying to crucify that man for all of that. But now, I will say this. And I am going to be on the opposite side of the fence for just one moment. Okay? Now, the man we're talking about is who? Trump, right? Now, what was he doing when he left office? He had told us, now listen, he told us that there was some very powerful people out there that were doing things behind the scenes, and they were controlling things they shouldn't be controlling. Did he not? Yes, he did. Now, is that the reason why he lost the election? Because he decided, hey, that was enough? Or did he back off and drop out and say, well, I'll get him on the next rebound because this ain't going to last? I don't know. But I can say this, and I will say this. If it was to ever come out that that man was really part of all of this to start with, this is my recommendation. If he was part of this at the beginning, no matter what, because he's part of the elite, he needs the same justice that the rest of those people should get. Now, I'm sorry, you may not like that, and you may hate me for saying it, but I'm not being mean. I'm just saying if you're part of a problem, you're part of a problem. But now, if he's on the right side of the fence, and I don't mean right side of the fence, him being a Republican. That is not what I mean by no means. Because, see, we know that there is a bunch of Republicans out there that ain't worth a flying shit. Don't we? Who is that I might be talking about? Would that be Daddy Bush and Baby Bush and All of those that are in pictures with the Clintons and Obamas and all of that, you're damn right. Why? Because all of them were talking about what? The New World Order. Hey, the New World Order is bullshit. This is not the New World Order. It's talking to you right now. This is a constitutionalist talking about your constitution and where you live and what you are. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? I'm just asking. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because by God, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's no joke. No ifs, no ands, no buts. It's just straight up information. Are you tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired? And I'm being honest. We can't talk about the weather no more because in 2025 they're supposed to be able to control the weather, right? I got something to tell y'all. I didn't make a video on this, and I didn't want to hear nobody whining and complaining. But Sunday of this week that just passed, we had a hurricane come through and went through the Gulf. Did it not? Yes, it did. Well, I know somebody that went to South Florida and went down into the Keys in a boat. And they were in the Keys, and it was not bad weather there. But I will tell you something that was happening. You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. In South Florida right now, it's probably 98, 99 degrees all day long. And the water's probably on the coastline for sure is at least 90 degrees. Or not, maybe not 90, 80, 70, anywhere from 79 to 85 degrees. Okay? Now, the problem is this man took his daughter snorkeling down in that nice, clean, clear water. And this was before, the storm was still out to sea. It wasn't here yet. It was coming in, but it was in the Gulf. Okay? But now he was further south than the storm. But, you know the best way to steer a storm? Does anyone know? Well, I'll tell you. The best way to steer a storm is with cold. Did you know that? Cool temperatures will change the attitude of a hurricane. It'll follow the warmth. It will. Now, he told me, and his daughter was there, they were both there. He said, I needed a diver suit. I said, why? He said the water was 65 degrees. Now, do you understand what that means? That means it wasn't getting warmth from the storm. The storm could not get no warmth. So it didn't come to Florida. It pushed it into the Gulf where the warm water was. But how did that water get cold? How did it get 65 degrees? By modifying the weather. You can bet on it. How they done that one, I ain't quite sure. Other than hitting it somewhere where it was cold and causing it to transform the water somehow. But they did it. How? I don't know. But the water down there should have been at least 75 or 80 degrees. It should not have been 65 degrees. Not to where you need not this time of year. If it was winter, I would say, okay, no problem. But we ain't even close to it being cold down here yet. Not even close. It's only September 1st. Or 2nd. I'm sorry. 2nd. There's no reason for it to be cold yet here, especially South Florida. We would be more apt to have a cool front up here, like you see in the background and all this picture that all the clouds is here, which it's, like I said, it's been clear pretty here all day. But at about 2 o'clock, it clouded up and it's been raining ever since. Why? Because they got to keep the temperature to a certain degree so they can push the storm in a certain direction. Or a new storm. Whether there is one out there or not, I don't know. I ain't been paying that much attention. I've been busy. I've been watching videos, been watching stuff that I see, and I know so much and seen so much now that there's no way for me to tell you all about all the things that I've seen. There's just no way. I can't show them to you. I can't show them to you anyway because they'll get me for copyright. I can't. I can tell you about them, but I have to be careful on how I do that because they'll take that away from you too. So we're doing this live right now with my picture on the screen, down on the left-hand corner of the screen, that I got 41,600. I want you to pay attention to this, okay? I got 41,680 subscribers. Now, I want you to watch it for the next week or two and see what that goes to, if it goes up or down. Because it has went up. It's been here like 6 times now. Let's see if it can bypass it and go on up. Because I don't think it's going to. I think it's fixing to go backward. Because it was this early this morning, and it dropped 5 subscribers, and now it's back up to 80. 680. Is it going to stay? Probably not. Especially me talking about it now. Because there's going to be some people that do it just for out of spite, and to be pains in the ass, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter. And the people that are doing that, you're only hurting yourself. When you hurt someone that is actually trying to help you, with your free speech and your attitude and your way of making a living, or whatever the case may be, and you shut down and you act like a moron, that's your fault, man. It's nobody else's fault but yours. You got to stand up for yourself and other people. You can't just stand in the middle of the swamp and not do anything. Because you're in the swamp. You're burying yourself. And you know it. It's just straight up. All of these things that are going on with our country, and nobody pays attention to what's going on, is just beyond me. I don't understand why, or who's doing it, or who's not doing it, or why ain't they doing it, or how come they're not doing it. It's just absolutely, and that one vaccine is proven to work. I'm looking at a woman right now with her mouth open, with big old black spots inside of her mouth, and she's a young girl. Young. One on her lip. And they look like blood clots. My God. Are they destroying our world? Are they destroying people? I'm being honest. How many of us out there are going to have to live with all of this after they're done screwing with us? And who we going to blame? Old Joe? Come on, guys. Joe can't even pay enough attention to himself to even know he's even where he's at. Y'all already know that. Is it Joe? No. Is it the other young lady, the one that's the VP? She don't either. That's the reason why she's staying out of the weather. She's staying out of the path. Not saying a whole lot. She wants him to stay in office as long as she can keep him in there. Well, she don't want the aftermath of all the heat that's coming. She don't. There's a lot of you that don't want it. There's a lot of people that don't want it. And other people are out there in the background talking about all the good things. Really? Are you talking about the good things? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I see people on all of these things and wonder why. And then you got people talking about the climate. Look, guys, there's nothing wrong with our climate. There never has been. We have the same thing that we've had since this planet was created back a long time ago. Yes, we have climate change. Yes, climate change comes from what? Not from man. It comes from the good Lord above. It comes from Mother Nature. Mother Nature herself depends on whatever is going on. Now, can the people modify or change the climate? You're damn right they can. And how do they do that? Oh, by making it cloudier. And who's doing that? Who wants to make it the whole planet cloudier so there's less heat? They want to cool the planet. And why do they want to cool the planet? So the ice won't melt. And why do they not want the ice to melt? What difference does it make? Because if the ice is in the water, understand this. If you got a big old cube of ice that's 500 or 600 feet deep, okay, and it's in the water, pay attention, it's in the water. When that ice melts, they have scared you into believing that that ice is going to flood the planet. Well, I'm sorry. That ice is not going to melt the planet. I mean, it's not going to flood the planet. You know why? Because the weight of the ice is already in the water. So that water, in turn, does not and will not flood. That's like you take a glass of ice and you fill it slap full of water. And you got ice sticking up out of the glass. When it melts, it will not run over the cup. You ever notice that? Oh, it might sweat and it might get a little leaky on it, but it will not pour out. They're trying to tell you that when that ice melts, that's in the water, that it's going to flood the whole world. That's not going to happen. Now, the ice that's on land, okay, now that ice itself can create a height in the water level. How much? Not near as much as you think. Because see, if the North Pole melts, the South Pole freezes. South Pole melts, the North Pole freezes. That's why there's a North and a South. Wintertime, for us in the United States, the ice freezes in the North Pole. In the summer, for us, the South Pole freezes. The North Pole melts. Always has, always will. So we don't have everything that they're trying to tell you. And Al Gore is another Gore. You get me? It's just another Gore. It's just Goggle, if you want to say. He's another effing moron where they're trying to make your water that you drink cost you mega money. That's why the Clintons, Al Gore, Obama, Daddy Bush, Baby Bush, all the Bushes, have bought into the water instead of the oil. Because water is more valuable than oil. Because they're trying to tell you that the water in the world is disappearing. Bullshit. But they want to be in control of the water. If they're in control of the water, they're in control of the farmland, like Bill Gates in the United States, then they can control more. Bill Gates wants to control vaccines. He wants to control the climate. He wants to control, whoa, back up. He wants to control the climate with clouding up the atmosphere. But yet, he only wants so many people in the world because we'll be overpopulated. 700 billion people. Just 700 billion. I can't go any higher than that because I don't know that beyond that. But 700 billion people in the world, in Jacksonville, Florida, in Duval County, is the biggest city pretty much in the world. It's got a humongous landmass. You don't believe me? Look it up. Okay? You can take people front to back, side to side, every person, if it was a complete flat land structure and no water, it was all flat land, all cleared off, you could put every damn person on that part of the landmass right there of 7 billion people. So, does that make us overpopulated? No, it doesn't. Does it make it harder for us to feed some people, and some people get rich and some people get poor, and make the people that getting richer want to do stupid accusations and make stupid shit up and do stupid things? Oh, hell yeah, it does. Oh, hell yeah. Now, I don't want no one to die. Never have, never will. And what's going on is people are dying. Worldwide, nationwide, every country has got something going on. Some people are being mandated to take shots. And those people are dying. They are. Some of them are dying. As soon as they get the shot, they die. Sorry. It's just a fact. The ones in this country that go to the hospital that people keep dying, that's because somebody's not following the doctors are not following their own know-how of how to cure someone. They're following a mandate from the CDC telling them how to cure somebody that really don't know. They're the ones that's really killing you. And that's going on worldwide too. But hey, you look in the big picture and you look in the damn TV screens and you pay attention to all those people that really don't look like they're supposed to. They don't even look like who they are. They are some of them are very, very strange looking. They don't look like they used to look. Sorry about the thunder. As you hear. And you see in the screen at the top that it's cloudy here. Well, it's thunder and lightning. And which is kind of odd that they're actually thunder. We don't generally get it lately. But we're getting some today. I guess they changed the temperature. Changing the temperature changes whether you get thunder and lightning or not. Did you know that? That's the reason why up north you get hail sometimes. Down here in Florida you get hail. Sometimes you get thunder and lightning. All of those things have something to do with the weather. The temperature of the weather has something to do with all of those things. So does the heat. It can be super hot and a cold front and a hot front come together. You're going to have lots and lots of thunder and lightning. Yes, you are. But see, that's natural science, folks. That's real science right there that you just heard. But guess what? That was something I read when I was 16 years old. I was doing a weather research thing for school over the summer. I looked up hurricanes, tornadoes, lightning, read all of those things about all of that. I know all that because of that. I also know that radio modification can happen to weather. Been knowing that for years as well. It's a fact. It's not a joke. It's a fact. So the ones of you that believe in climate change and you're all, oh God, I gotta have some clean weather. God help me. That's all bullshit. I don't care whether you like it or not. It's all bullshit. The climate has changed. The climate will change. It's always changed. And there ain't a man on this earth with all the money in the world like Bill Gates, the dumbest, idiotic, childhood nobody that got his ass probably whipped all the time, and now he's just trying to get even with humanity because of the way he was treated when he was a kid. He's got money and he thinks he's untouchable. Is he? Has anybody reached out and touched him lately? How about his wife? They're getting divorced. Maybe you might want some of that. Who the hell knows? But Fauci, arrest Fauci, he's not the only one. Make your damn t-shirts right now. You put Fauci, Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, and I'm not going to aim anymore because it might get me into trouble. But I think y'all know who we were talking about. All of them need to be put on there. And anyone like that guy that's from over there in England that wears glasses and he talks about all of these things, and he was such a nobody at the beginning and he just kept on and kept on and kept on, and now he's got one of the biggest YouTube channels out there. Like that guy right there. That guy right there, in my opinion, this is my opinion, that guy right there, he was a background instigator for what's going on and happening right now. So if I was y'all, I'd go over to his channel and I would bombard it with bullshit and take his ass down. Because everything that he's told you has been a lie. 100% lie. I don't even believe he's a true nurse or doctor. And if he is, he works for somebody that's paying him big money to do what he's doing. That's the reason why he's still on YouTube talking his shit. Because he's making money. Take his money away from him, see what he makes in it. See if he makes any more videos. So I've done said enough, and I've done been on here for 43 minutes talking. And I've probably said way more than I should have. But, hey, life sucks, don't it? It really does suck. Especially now. And I know people. I know 2 people that have died. Close to me. One was a friend of my daughter's. The other one was my ex-wife. My son's mother. And I'm still telling you, don't take no vaccine. Get you some vitamin C. Do your research. Find out what makes you better. On your own. Don't listen to no damn bullshit ass doctor that wants you to take a vaccine. Don't listen to them some bitches because they're lying to you. They don't know that they're lying to you though. You understand? They're listening to the science of someone that is lying to them. It's not their fault. So for that, much love to y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. And from my cold, dead, damn hands, abolish corporate greed. And that comes in all colors, shapes, forms, and attitudes between the rich and the poor. This ain't nothing but the rich. Are you listening? This ain't nothing but the rich trying to destroy every way of life that you know of to be pure. So you think about it, you live it, you walk the path. So mandate yourself, educate yourself, know the truth. Don't allow none of them son of a bitches to do this to you no more. One more time from my cold dead damn hands, and I damn well mean it. Abolish corporate greed for your freedoms. If you don't, you die. Much love. Y'all have a wonderful day now, you hear? Thank you for watching. Please share and come again later. Much love.